I have a big gap of knowledge. That's another thing. A lot of people, I have a big gap of knowledge because also the first movie I ever watched was a Bollywood movie. The first song I ever listened to was a Bollywood song.
Wow.
And so until I was about like 9, 10, that was all of my knowledge.
Wow. What was the movie and what was the song?
Hum Aapke Hai Kaun
Oh, okay.
was the first Bollywood movie I ever saw.
Banger.
Banger.
Banger of a movie.
Right,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
First song that I loved from there would have been the,
Oh, come on, I
there's
should
a whole
know
bunch.
this.
There's a Didi Tera Devar
Okay.
Diwan, and there's a Maini Mai where she does this pose.
Yeah.
So in all my baby pictures, I'm just doing this pose like Madhuri, 100%.
Have we seen this? Has the world seen this picture?
When I met Madhuri, I did the same pose with her. I did a side by side.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
But that's a lot of people make references
Right.
from the 90s, and I'm like, I haven't seen some really popular effing movies.
So that's one of my questions is, what's a movie you haven't seen that everybody else has? Or you like, people like, no, bro, you haven't seen?
Okay, I'm gonna say this, and I feel like everyone's gonna kick me out of this room.
That's fine. Hey, I asked the question.
People bring up this movie. I have not seen it. I have no idea what they're talking about.
Oh.
The Goonies?
I knew you were gonna say that. I should have guessed it. I was totally gonna say it. And there's a lot of rocks in that movie too.
I have no
There's a part where
idea
they move
what
a
that
rock.
movie is
Yeah,
or
God put
about.
that rock there
and
for
I
a
have to
reason.
pretend every time. I've been lying to you. Every time someone's brought this up, I'm like, oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, that
I have
movie.
no idea. In my mind, it's like a Little Rascals. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's like,
Okay.
it's an adventure.
Okay.
You know, action
Great.
adventure kind of movie.
About sports, right?
No, it's
Okay.
not about sports.
Yeah, okay.
But they go into a cave, and there's a famous line about a rock in it. I think you should absolutely watch it. It's a good movie. But here's the thing. I think there are movies that if you didn't see as a kid, you might not be, because my wife has never seen The Goonies.
Okay. Oh, okay. There's two of us.
There's
I love
two
that.
of you, and
Okay.
she's from Canada. She's born in
You
Toronto.
see? You see? Maybe you never made it across
It's
the
the
border.
Canadians.
There you go.
It didn't make it across the border. I also have a theory that because she grew up in the Central Time Zone, she's more mature than I am. Because shows would come on at 8, 7 Central.
Wow.
So she would watch Dallas and Dynasty and all these shows that didn't come on till 10 on the East Coast, but they were coming on at 9. So she watched a lot of mature adult.
That's real. That's real. That's a real analysis.
Thank you.
Wow.
I'm very proud of that one.
You're very smart.
Yeah.
You are very smart.
I'm pretty smart, yeah.
I enjoy you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know what's the highest when someone gives you an adjective compliment like that? Is like the funny? Is it smart? Is it bisexual?
Bisexual woman of color? Is that
so
one?
bisexual.
You're so
You're
bisexual woman of color. I do think smart is a very nice adjective.
Yeah.
But I think more than anything else now, and I only say this because someone just texted me this on the way here, and it made me feel very warm inside. When someone says, you're very real.
Yeah.
I enjoy that. And I think it's because of the industry I'm in, that's one of the first things you're tempted to lose. Because, you know, you have your publicist teaching you how to say certain things, you have talking points, you have facade, you have people asking questions about what you're wearing and how you look, and you have people commenting on your body. And so the first thing you lose is realness. You go, let me manufacture something that people can say less about, right?
Persona.
Exactly.
That you can detach yourself from. They're
Exactly.
talking about this person, not me.
Doing that though, although it might like make your life in the industry a little easier, I think personally it's tough. You start to lose yourself, it's exhausting, you start to not enjoy things, you start to be less present. And so I really do take it as a compliment when someone says, I feel like you're being very real.
I got that vibe immediately about you.
Really?
Absolutely. Really, yes. Absolutely.
I appreciate that. I wasn't always like that. I feel like it's been hard earned. I've always tried to be real, but I did somewhere in the middle there get lost in the, I'll be honest with you, the first time I was ever on Fallon, not to keep bringing him up, but I don't remember any of our conversation because truthfully, I was thinking about the way I was sitting the entire time.
You think that's common though, probably, for the first time someone's on The Tonight Show.
But it's because like my stylist was like, you're wearing this outfit, you have to sit with your right leg over your left. That's how the camera looked best. And it was all these like, you have to hit these talking points. I just remember sitting there being like, is my outfit in the right spot? Like, am I? And I don't remember any of that conversation. It's crazy the things that you convince yourself are important in moments where if you take a step back, there's something way more important. Right? Enjoying your first experience, being head in the game, you know, all those things. It's crazy. I deal with that on a daily basis.
It's become harder for me because that's what people say in stand-up too. You should find an aspect of yourself and amplify that. And then I said, well, I just want to be a real person who talks like I talk.
Right.
And if you find a thing though, you go so much further. If you create a character,
Right.
if you, whatever it is, you find a voice, you find a cadence, you find a wrinkle, you find things. But I'm like, yeah, but I'll never, stand-up comedians are the only people who can fill a stadium based on their thoughts.
Yes, exactly.
Like not even with a guitar or anything. You could stand there with a mic and they can stand there and talk. It's like you got there because of what you're you've thought of.
Absolutely.
There's nothing else like that.
For sure.
Where 50,000 people watch you do it.
I'm also really loving how politically correct and respectful all the pronouns and everything on this podcast have been so far. It's very good.
Glad.
It's very good.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I
good for you.
We've made here's the thing. So I'll be real. Well, I go by Rajiv Satyal, and my pronouns are he and him. But sometimes I go by Michael Jackson, and my pronouns are he. Anyone?
I liked it.
That was pretty strong.
I would buy a ticket.
I'm glad. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I was happy with that one.
I was concerned where you were going with that for a
you're like,
second.
where's it gonna go with it?
There was a moment of doubt, and then you brought it back strong.
In what ways are we really different? So I go with that too. And diversity has changed a lot. And this is something I talk about all the time within Vogue. I am older than you. But the idea of like free your mind, be colorblind, all that. And it used to be that we as liberals, progressives, were more like, we're all the same.
Yep.
And then at some point we flipped the script.
Right.
It's like we're all different, see me for me, speak my truth, etc. I have lots of issues with intersectionality for that reason, because I see it as a race to the bottom. I see it as like, okay, if we're gonna say this, then I also have this, and I also have that.
You'll go forever.
You'll go forever.
Yep.
That's my issue with it. I don't deny intersectionality as a concept, but I'm glad you get that, because I think some people, but in what ways though you go, no, but that is something really Desis do, that brown people do, our people do, that other people really don't do?
I think for me, like most times I talk about being Desi, I'm gonna talk about my family. You know, me and my friends, you know Sanjay Shah?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, me and him have come to this common understanding of when we're in a room with people, we have realized, well, I don't want to speak on his behalf, but he agreed with me. When we're in a room with people, I realized that I talk about my parents way more than anyone else. No one else in that room, if I'm in a writer's room, in a team meeting with my friends, no one talks about their parents as much as I do. It's our connection to family and the obligation we feel to family that I feel like is very South Asian. I don't mean it in a negative way. It can have pros and cons to it. I think it's beautiful at the same time, but I'll talk to you from a page of my life. Before coming out, I watched so many coming out movies. I watched the Love Simon, the Call Me By My Name, all the things like, oh, this is so cute. I saw the scene where they tell their parents, and then literally the next scene, Dad, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, you're still my son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, great, this is great. My experience was not like that, okay? And I'm not to say that my parents did poorly, they did the best that they knew how to do, but the culture and the family and what we believe we're supposed to be is very specific to South Asians. It's a beautiful thing because families ride or die. I know no matter what, I can go back to my parents' house, I can be 50 and they'll be like, come here, what do you want to eat? But I also know they have expectations. You know, whereas other
At least your parents ask you what you want to eat.
My mom won't stop asking me what I want to eat. Well, it's a constant thing.
My wife's mom will just put food on the table.
My mom, I'm going home to Toronto, I'll be going through security at the airport, and she's calling me nonstop. Okay, so what do you want for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Like a strict schedule, menu, plan. It's amazing.
What is your favorite dish? What your mom's dish that you're like, okay, that's home? My mom's is definitely rajma chawal, no question. Her rajma chawal.
So my mom makes bomb chicken curry, and she also makes it vegetarian.
Okay.
So you have options. It is the best thing ever. It would be my last meal. If you said I'm killing you with your last meal, I would say that.
Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Wow.
My mom's the best. My mom's, shout out mom. She's
Shout out
an
mom.
OG. But that's what I think is different about South Asians, and I think it's something that's awesome. And I think when I make videos, you know, with the parent characters being mean to me, people think like, oh, you're putting our parents down. No, I actually think our culture and the way we look at family is also really beautiful.
Now, do you love killing or hate bombing? Which one's stronger? Like some people love winning, but they actually hate losing more.
I don't mind losing. I love killing.
Okay.
Yeah, I think anytime
like if
I've
I bomb,
done,
I bomb, but I
yeah,
love
every
killing.
time I've done really poorly in something, truly, and I'm not just saying this because it's a cliche quote,
Yeah.
I've always learned something. How to do it different the next time, how to prep better next time, what to expect next time. Like the first audition I ever did in LA when I moved here, it was like 2 days after I moved here. I'll never forget, I went to the audition, and it was very strange. My first audition, they didn't send me any of the lines.
Oh.
I walked in
sides.
there, no sides, no movie title, nothing. They just said, you have to come here and we'll tell you everything. First audition.
That sounds
moved to Toronto.
shady,
Yeah.
I know,
I
right?
go there, they made me sign an NDA. They gave me a sign for a major franchise, which deserved the NDA.
Sure.
But they gave me pages and pages of lines right then and there and said, all right, so you'll be up in 30. And I was like, what? All these character names I've never heard of before, all these this terminology I've never heard of before.
Jargon.
I did it. I didn't do it that well. I didn't do it horrible, but the next time I had an audition, I knew what to expect at least. You know, I knew how to prepare. I knew which muscles I needed to exercise. And so I always say every fail I've had, truly, you know, the only reason I got my late night show is because an NBC pilot I did with Kenya Barris didn't go. And that's how NBC discovered me, because I was in an ensemble cast, and I rated very high for them in the tests. That's the only reason they discovered me for the late night show.
Wow.
So that failure literally led to
a
me getting the
major
show.
success.